I just ran. And I got an asthma attack. I'm gonna conquer it. I just finished my mile, and it's pretty bad. My asthma's getting better. I gotta keep on exercising, keep on running, especially, because it increases my oxygen intake, and I feel like my lungs are being opened. Just gotta keep on grinding, keep on hustling, and just gotta do what I gotta do. Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about why I run. I've been postponing this video because I wanted to make it colorful. I wanted to present it in a way that makes running so beautiful and attractive, which it is. I wanted to include statistics, research, and findings, and I even wrote scripts for this video, but I'm going to disregard it, and instead I'm going to let my thoughts process kind of freely. So apologies for the unstructured layout, apologies for my hair, messy hair, the pimples, and kind of like the low quality. But for me, what matters most is getting the message across, and I feel most genuine just sitting down and letting my thoughts speak. So the reason I run is because I need to. I can tell you a little story. When I was around 10 or 12, I have asthma, and I've had really bad asthma attacks in my life. And for those who don't know, asthma is the inflammation in the lung, and your airway gets really irritated when you get an asthma attack. And for me, it feels as if I can't breathe. And when I was 10 or 12, I still have a memory of one of my worst episodes, and I thought I was going to die. It was during a cold winter day or night, and my memory might be a little distorted, but I do know that I was lying down and I was gasping to get air inside my lung. And I didn't know what was going to happen to me. There was no one around me, and the next sequence of events is that I see my mom, and she's putting a warm towel over my head, and that's the end of the memory. And during those times, I really feared getting asthma attacks because of the financial burden. Going to the doctor's office was around $50, which at the time was quite a big burden for my mom. Every time I would go to the doctor's office, I'd be treated with nebulizers, and I think they put steroid or some medicine up my butt, and I felt a lot better. But being hooked onto those nebulizers, it almost cleared all the mucus inside my airway, and I felt so much better. And without it, I wouldn't be here. And also growing up, my mom gave me the opportunity to join school clubs. So she put me in extracurriculars such as playing with the boys in soccer and basketball. I had no interest in exercising. All I cared about was social connection, and I was just purely living. I was the goalkeeper while playing soccer, and all I would do was I would lay around. So I wasn't really good. I was the right bench warmer up until my freshman year playing basketball. And the right bench warmer is when you sit on the bench and root for your teammates. So I wasn't too into it, but I was always physically active. I still remember my doctor saying to avoid doing really arduous tasks because he was quite concerned about the frequent asthma attacks. I think I had around once every month during colder seasons, and I'm really grateful to be living in California. The weather has drastically improved my condition. But when I transferred school in my sophomore year, it was one of my hardest years because I was transferring to a completely new city. Anyone who has moved, I think, acknowledges that it's hard. But I think what's super fascinating is that our ability to adapt to new environments. And I had to accept the new norm, which I wasn't comfortable with. But I don't know the main reason, the reason why I joined, but I joined the track team. And people who have asthma usually don't run because if you think about it, when you have an asthma attack, your airway is getting tightened and by mucus being filled up, and you feel irritated. But for me, running freed me and it gave me hope. I remember the first 400 meter I ran, and I ended last place. I was 10 to 20 seconds behind everybody, which is really, really slow. But still, after finishing that, I felt so confident. And even though I didn't know if I was going to be pushing through the whole season, I was grateful for even making it this far. And I pushed through until senior year, and I was able to get the rank of being captain, which meant a lot for me, because for someone who was using a bronchodilator, it's the inhaler during breaks, to be granted a position and to be acknowledged by the coach, it meant a lot. I wasn't the fastest. I still am not fast, but running gives me power in my life. And I want to thank running because it allows me to express myself, and it allows me to kind of endure pain. And I bet all of you guys have pain, and if you guys do run, you feel, after the run, you feel so much immense power and a sense of relief. And even though while I run, at times all I'm trying to do is putting air inside my lung, taking step after step, the idea that I could get through this and increase my oxygen intake, it makes me so happy. So that's the reason why I run. I need to run because if I don't know if I'm going to be healthy. I don't know if I'm going to have more asthma attacks. I need to run because if I don't, it's going to be harder. I know that my asthma attacks are going to come a lot quicker, and it never ends. For those who have asthma, I feel for you. It's hard, but I highly recommend running because it gives you the chance to become a stronger person. And nobody can take that away from you. It's a battle against yourself, and it's really, really rewarding. Now at the moment, I'm working on getting a faster 400-meter time. I recently broke 57 seconds, which for me, it's a huge accomplishment. I think the world record is around 43 seconds. But I used to be running around a minute and 10 seconds. And to cut every second down, for me, it's such a huge personal achievement. And I'm grateful for it. And yeah, I think I got the main message across. If you guys got anything from this, it's not me showing off anything. I want it to be power for you. I want you guys to be healthy, to experience the world to its fullest, whatever it may be. I want you guys to be stronger, because this world is really hard. And you really have to fortify your mind. And for me, running is one of these avenues. It's hard. I fail. Sometimes I don't even run. But you still have to continue trying. Never let that kindle of fire disappear. Constantly fuel it and blow on it, because as long as you keep it alive, it could turn into a huge, huge flame. Alright. And I'm also grateful for leaders such as Jocko, Mr. Goggins, and all these wonderful endurance runners and strong people who share their experiences, because they allow me to kind of live or get a little taste of how their experience is like, and allow me to push and endure pain. I think that's where the greatest growth comes from. So I'm thankful for all the great leaders out there. I know this was quite unstructured, but thank you for spending your valuable time with me. And I'll talk to you very soon. Peace.